anybody who saw me earlier when I was talking, my nose is still itching, you guys. I cannot believe it. I think I can like scratch my nose off. And I just realized I don't have my tissue box in here. Sorry, I was looking for some tissue. But okay. So, how's everybody doing? It's been forever since I have been live. Oh my gosh, I can't even remember like the last time I went live. I don't know. It's been ages. So, Ryan was like, you need to go do a good old makeup video. Because, hi, Christy. Hi, Adrian. He was like, you haven't done one in forever, so go do one. So, here I am, you guys. I am squirrely and tired. I've been up since 4:15, my normal day. And so I am like winding down. Sorry, I'm a little bit past 9 o'clock. I had to go do the VBS pickup and all that stuff. And we are cooking at VBS on Saturday, so I had to go make sure we had all that stuff squared away. So I'm going to do some easy mom fast makeup. The on-the-go stuff that I like to do. Where I got the name Parking Lot Makeup Mom from some of my online friends. And then we're going to talk about how I found my passion in, hi there, David. How are you? How I found my passion in leadership and where it all came from. Go ahead and let me know you're here and say hi. So everybody go down there in the comments. Say hi. And if you will, in your comments, let me know where you're from. I would love to know everybody's from. And then if you share my video, which I'd love some shares. If you share my video, I will make sure to give you a full name shout out down there too. And y'all can go right there in the corner because I'm going to try to go back to doing lives again. So you guys can go right there in the corner and press follow me. And you'll get notifications as to when I go live and just decide to, talk and be crazy squirrely me. So, the one thing I talk about with some of my stuff. Hi, Jennifer. How are you? One thing I don't talk about a ton is where I came from. So there's a few of you on here that I see that know me. Like the real me. Where I came from, what I came from, and how it got me here. So, when I was little, you guys, I'm like, I should probably not be doing makeup while doing this live, but I'm going to, so bear with me. I'll like do my makeup and like tell you what I'm doing. So when I was little, we didn't have much. We didn't have really anything at all. I remember a lot of my childhood living with my awesome grandparents. I had my own bedroom at their house, and that was, hey, look, I have a dimple. So even though I'm going to tell a story that's really hard, I have a dimple, and everyone says that I'm happy if I have a dimple. So even though I'm going to tell this story, but I'm happy to share it with you guys. I had to find the courage to do it. So when I was a kid, we didn't have much. I used to get off the school bus and I went to the barber shop on the corner, and he gave me a Sundrop and a pack of nabs every day. And I sat in the barber shop with a bunch of old men telling jokes. A little girl in the building, but it was my safe haven. I knew that I could go there and everything was happy. Now, my house was happy. Everyone in my house was happy. But I wasn't happy going home because I was the little girl who wore little boys' clothes, because the new clothes that I had were used clothes from my parents, my dad's boss's kids. Now, granted, they were all the coolest clothes ever. 90% of them were boy clothes. So, I, blonde-headed, blue-eyed little girl, unfortunate acne, was wearing Quiksilver boy shorts and Quiksilver t-shirts. Great clothes, great brands. Again, I was a little girl wearing boy clothes. So I got picked on a lot in school. Like tortured being picked on at school. I remember getting my head beat into a side of a school bus. Because I wasn't cool. Unfortunate. Really unfortunate. using my favorite foundation brush to put on my favorite foundation in the whole world. It's waxed based, so it goes on super easy. So, you know, it was hard. I remember being little and our electricity got cut off often. And, you know, it happened. We didn't have a TV that I can recall. We didn't have a telephone. I had to walk from my house to a little restaurant down the street that doesn't exist anymore. And I saved up my quarters, and that's how I made phone calls. If you were going to find me, you had to call a friend's house down the street if you needed me. If I needed you, I had to go to the payphone down the street. My kids don't even know what a payphone is, but I had to go use a payphone. To stay warm, there were a lot of times we had to go sit in a car because that's where the heat was. But I knew my parents loved me. My dad was trying so hard. My dad is my hero and the most awesome man ever, because never did he give up. He made sure that my mom, my sister, and I had everything he could do for us. But that was hard, you guys. I'm a kid that, you know, I didn't have any of those things. My parents worked really hard, and they got me a new to me outfit. That new to me outfit was a purple sweatsuit. You know, like sweatpants, sweatshirt kind of sweatsuits. And it was purple, y'all. And that was in the day of Barney. So guess what my nickname was at school when I showed up in my brand new clothes? And it was a purple sweatsuit. You guessed it. My new nickname at school became Barney.
Good night.
Good
Where
night.
you going? Still wait.
Dude, I'll beat you.
Why?
Because,
I'm
y'all,
making a joke.
it's my, 11-year-old going on 30. Yeah.
I'm making a joke. Okay, good night.
Good night. I love you.
Love you.
Good night. See you tomorrow. Rude.
Excuse me.
Y'all, have you ever? Goodbye. Okay. So, back to what I was saying before
Alright, good night.
before I was like half.
Good night.
Good night. I love you.
Love you.
Okay.
Love you.
Oh my God. I love that child. He is me all over. So, my new outfit was a purple sweatsuit. And, y'all, if y'all didn't understand, my youngest is evidently in the bathroom pooping. Wow. Okay, so, so then my new outfit became a purple sweatsuit. And I hated wearing that, you guys, because I think I was, I don't know, 4th, 5th grade maybe, when I got that outfit and was left to wear that. And that was probably one of the most awful times. So I am now known as being Zitface Barney, because, well, that's my newest outfit. And that was hard, but I didn't let it get me down. Y'all, I will tell you, I've found solace in, I guess that's how you'd say it, in other things. When I ended up in public school, which was in 3rd grade, I was homeschooled from kindergarten to 3rd grade. I went to public school in 3rd grade, which was, back then, it was like a stigma. You know, you were dumb if you had been homeschooling. So I had to work through that, and I started school, and, sorry, my phone is wanting to fall off here. And I got to know my counselor, and she helped me a ton, because I literally, y'all, thought I was losing my mind, because here I am, a kid getting picked on constantly. I have nothing. I met my wonderful husband in the 5th grade, though, so that was something great that came out of the 5th grade. I used to have to go to the payphone to call him, and he would walk back and forth to my house from his house down the street or his, at that point in time, stepmother's old shop. So we'll fast forward a little bit. I then, in middle school, moved away, and I came back. And prior to moving away, my mother had gotten a old Honda Civic hatchback thing. So then my next nickname at school was that my mom had the Smurfmobile. So the kids would say, "Hey, are you getting picked up in the Smurfmobile today?" And yes, I was. Well, for a long time, I ended up walking to another friend's house, and I would go home from her house. And it was nice, because I would just be able to go to her house, and nobody would pick on me, nobody would say anything. So, that was 6th grade. 7th grade, I moved away. I moved to Florida, and all of my friends are friends, right? I go home a ton while I am in Florida. We come home like every other weekend, because it wasn't a permanent move, and everybody is my friend. I come back to this area, Wilmington area, just as school was getting ready to start back for 8th grade.
Are you happy with your body?
Excuse me?
Are you happy with your body?
Yes.
Why?
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Do you love me?
Yes, I do.
Why?
Goodbye.
Why do you love me?
Oh my God, y'all. She's crazy. Go away.
Why do you love me?
Because I have no choice. Goodbye.
Am I adopted?
No.
Why am I not adopted?
Because you're crazy. Goodbye.
No.
Oh my gosh. If you break my makeup. Oh. Motherhood? Oh, yes, absolutely. So this is, for those of you who have never been on a live with me before, this is 99% of how every one of my lives go. Am I adopted child? Do you love me, child? Will come in here and talk to me 743,000 times. But that's okay. So, she's still standing outside the door, and she's coming back in again. Hey, if you bust that... Stop.
What is it?
Nothing. Don't go playing in any of my drawers. Go away.
Wasn't playing in any of your drawers. Oh, and don't use my money. That's from your drawers.
I won't use your money. Well, I've had to learn it doesn't bother me either, because you know what? This makes it me. Me having this here. If you throw my stuff anymore, Alana Grace Souls, you've already dropped my other stuff in the floor. Stop.
I didn't drop it. I didn't drop it.
So, I might get back to telling you my story. I don't even know where I was at this point.
Earlier.
Earlier?
The other day.
Yeah, the other day.
Your mirror, it fell and it knocked over your car.
Yes, I'm sure my mirror just randomly fell because... Ooh! Thank you, Patricia. I just kind of went off on the tangent there on the other one. Alana Grace, I can't see when you do that. You make the screen blurry. So, I don't even know where I was.
Yeah.
Oh my God. This is what happens when you come home from vacation. Right? Yes, absolutely. So I can't even remember what I was.
Leaving your dog.
You're leaving my door open? Okay, well, I'll close my door as you go by. Goodbye. Okay, so, I know what I was saying. Okay, so blah. Go around here. So, I came back home after moving away in the 8th grade, and I had no friends. all of the people who had said they were my friends, well, guess what? Miraculously, they weren't my friends anymore. They didn't even know I existed. Oh my God. So here I am, 8th grade, no friends. Like, all of my friends, gone. Just poof, gone. No more. So, I had one friend that never faltered any during that time. She was my best friend in the whole wide world. Let me tell you, like, she was my rock anytime anything happened. She was my first friend when I went into public school in 3rd grade. She was it. Amy was it. She was like my sister, the best thing that ever happened to me. And so she never left my side. She stayed one of my best friends ever, until she passed away. So when I was little and we had nothing, I had to figure out things to do on my own. Things to make myself happy. Things to... When other kids are watching TV, what was I doing? I was probably outside playing in the mud or the dirt. When other kids were talking on the telephone, I was probably playing outside or reading a book. Let me tell you, I've never read so many books in my life. Now, when we came back after 8th grade, we had normal life stuff at that point in time. My dad had a pretty awesome job at that point in time. I actually had new clothes. I had new stuff. When I was in the 7th grade, I found out what it was like to be with everybody else. Except everybody else just didn't talk to me at that point in time. Because for some reason, I wasn't good enough anymore. So, I did my own thing. But it taught me that I wanted to have compassion for other people. I wanted to be understanding to other people. I've always been like, I don't know, I won't say an over-nurturer, but I've always been very nurturing, very loving, very outgoing. And so, we'll fast forward. High school, I did everything I could to not be at school. I had internships. I did everything I could to be somewhere else. And I did a really good job at that. And that's what I did. I did other things. And then I got out of high school, and I dated the same guy all through high school. The same guy. And he was awesome, and he was my best friend. Besides Amy, he was my best friend. And he was that way for a really long time. Even after we broke up, he was still my best friend. He was older than me, and so things just kind of went opposite directions for us when I graduated. But we stayed friends. So, I'll continue fast forwarding some. I get married when I am 20. And I buy my first house when I am 19. So before we got married, we bought our first house. We were both very independent. We are both still very independent people. We've lived some hard stuff. Before we bought our first house, we encountered a few stepping stones, which really, really sucked. And some of those stepping stones were really painful. And so, you guys, one of the many stepping stones we went through was when Ryan and I were dating but not dating. We had boyfriends and girlfriends, and we were friends, but we weren't dating. And one of his friends was like, okay, so here's the thing, guy. If you had to be locked in a room with no windows with someone, would you choose this girl you've been dating forever? Or would you choose Candace? Who would you choose to be with locked in this room for the rest of your life? Ryan instantly said, without a shadow of a doubt, he would be locked in that room with me. He said there was no one else in this world. Hi, Willie. He said there was no one else in this world he would want to be locked in a room with other than me. That same day, we started dating. 1 month later, we got engaged. Just a few mere months later. So we got engaged and we started dating in, maybe it was 2 months. So we started dating June 1st. We got engaged August 1st. Got married April 27th. But in the meantime, we bought our first house in January. And, just kind of progressed. Here we are. It's been 17 years. Yay! Lots of ups and downs. But we had a plan. And we lived that plan very well. We put each other through college. I ended up stopping college because of some health issues. We put him through college. We did the things that we were supposed to. We had dreams and we had goals. And we lived those. But I didn't know what I wanted still. I still didn't know who I was. Then we had Jacob, and he was born, unfortunately, just like my other child, he was born sick. So I end up with 2 sick kids, and lots of hospital stays, and lots of debt, and lots of debt, and lots of debt. 27 doctors, 4 hospitals, 2 jobs later. I have to walk away from my dream house that I have built because I can't do it anymore. Ryan's grandfather's on 1 floor of the hospital sick. Alana Grace is on another floor of the hospital sick. And I'm there with them as much as I can be. At that point in time, we were still in our house. We stayed there a good while longer. It was hard, you guys. We were broke. Medical bills eating us alive. And no sign of hope. We split up. We got back together. We worked through it. We'll fast forward a few more years. We get a start over. We get a redo. The house that we live in now was our redo. Was our push the button, restart. It's a gift to us. We live in my husband's grandparents' farmhouse. God has blessed me so many times along the way. It's crazy. I can't even tell you how many times God has stepped in, intervened, and said, Candace, stop what you're doing. And I'm like, wait, I'm listening now. I didn't want to listen. It's hard. It's hard to listen when you know you need to. It's hard to not give up. It's hard to not be in control. And I had to learn I couldn't be in control all the time. So, but I was a size 16. You guys have seen my pictures. I was a size 16. I was miserable. I didn't know who I was. I didn't know what I wanted. I have been in MLMs for 13 years to find friends, to find avenues, to find wants, to find goals, to find anything. And it was not working. I was getting sicker and sicker and sicker. I had so many allergies from stress. I had acquired so many issues from the life I was living and the strain I was putting on my body. And it was terrible. And it was horrible. And I wouldn't wish it on anybody. And sorry, I was looking for some lipstick. And so we go through those things. And then Alana Grace, my husband's best friend, passes away January 6th of 16. And stop it. And that was a pivotal moment for all of us because we're young. And Alana, stop. And someone passing away like that is not what you think. And it's not in your plans, for sure. And it rocked his world. Oh, crap. Sorry. And it rocked his world, and it rocked us all. And we didn't know, because his wife was my best friend, still is my best friend. And we didn't know whether we were coming or going, what was going on. Exactly 1 year later, my best friend since 3rd grade passed away. She woke up, had some issues, told her husband she was going to die, and she did. And so before I go messing up my makeup, you guys, hey, look, this makeup normally takes me 5 minutes to do, maybe, and it's done. But it took me I have no idea, an hour. I don't know. And when I got the call that she died, a part of me died right then and there. Everything that she had been with me through my whole life, the only person that knew everything about me, the only person who had accepted me when I had nothing, the only person who understood me was gone. Literally, the only person that I knew that knew me for me was gone. And when I got that phone call, I didn't know what to do with myself. And I stopped in my tracks. And I said I was done. I was done being miserable. I was done being unhappy. Because, God, she was too young to die. We're all too young. And it's possible. And it'll happen to all of us. But, God, it was too early. And she was getting ready to graduate college and be a teacher. And I didn't know what to do. And I put my foot down. And I walked out of the life that I knew. I said I was done. I joined a gym. I walked away from my marriage. I walked away from everything that was holding me back from being the best me I could be. And it like to have killed me. Literally. And I've always wondered what I was meant to do. And I always wanted to share with people. And I always wanted to be motivational. And I always wanted to be supportive. But I couldn't figure out what to do or how to do it. It just seemed impossible. And I always wanted a hashtag for myself. And I found that my calling, I felt at that point in time, was to encourage women to find beauty from the inside out. And I think I started to do that because I started to find beauty on the inside of myself. And then I brought it to the outside. And I found my hashtag, which most of you know that my hashtag is Inspiring Souls. And so that was where I took it. I wanted to inspire others to not give up on life like I did. Because y'all, when I gave up on my life, I missed so much. But when I found myself again, I didn't miss anything anymore. I've always kind of called myself a fun mom, and I've always had an open door policy. But I missed the little things. I didn't go on the beach. I didn't wear a bathing suit if I didn't have to. I didn't go in the pool if I didn't have to. I didn't do a lot of stuff. And I do those things again, you guys. I don't mind getting in the pool. I don't mind. And it's funny because before all of that, we used to have fun, and I was fun. And then I got caught up in the monotony of life. And my goal now is to be there for anybody who needs me and to be supportive and to help women find all those things that they just think are impossible and to be so much more than they even think they can be. And it's not easy. But let me tell you, I have found that I love leading my team. I love being there for them. Each and every one of them knows that they can call me. You can message me. You can text me. I'm there. And it makes me feel so good to see my team flourishing and to see my girls and my guys just find something new and something different in their lives. And to know that they're valuable and worthy and beautiful and amazing. Because I didn't know that about me for so long. And you guys, each and every one of you is so valuable and so worth it. And each of you should know that you are so special. And if there's anything that I can do is to tell you that I could have given up 742 times. But I didn't. Even when I walked out on my marriage twice, we came back. And let me tell you, the second time, we went to counseling and we worked our asses off, you guys. But our marriage has God now. I mean, we always had God. But let me tell you, we put him first. And we put God first in everything that we do. And our marriage is better than it ever has been. Our friendship is amazing. He's the first person I call to tell anything. You know, he was the one that told me to get on here and do my video. He was like, you need to get on there and do a good old video. Do your makeup. He said, because you get on there and you chat. And he said, those women love you and you love them. And you're right. You know, I like make excuses of why I don't get on here. But when I got on here with you guys before, I always felt empowered. And I always loved talking to you guys. But I didn't. I think I was ashamed for a while. I think I have felt lost again, slightly. But I'm finding my footing. I'm finding where I belong. I had a few personal setbacks, not related to anyone necessarily in my house. I've had a lot going on, you know, with stuff in my house between the kids and, you know, them two keeping me busy with ailments and things. But in my heart, I've had to struggle with some things. And when I found my calling with, I know I've been on here forever, you guys, and I'm really sorry. I wasn't going to talk very long, and I kind of have gone on. So when Green Compass found me, I was in a really awful way. Because I was like, I had been with a company that I had loved for like 2 years. And I was very successful, and I was doing really well. And I left because there was something in my heart that God was putting on me that it wasn't right for me anymore. And I had to follow that path. And I walked away. And I joined another company. And that company introduced me to someone who was like, they heard my story. And they said, you have a passion and a drive for helping people feel better. And I do. And she said Green Compass would be an amazing opportunity for you because it's to help people feel better. And you need to feel better. I was on anxiety medicines. I was on 12 ibuprofen a day, y'all. 12. Chiropractor once to twice a week. Oh my God. And anxiety medicine. And I was still miserable. Just absolutely miserable. And she said, just try it. Just try it. What do you have to lose? Just try it. So I did. And I fell in love with Green Compass like right away. I fell in love with the Sterling story. It was an amazing story. For me, I think that had me at the story. The product is amazing. The opportunity is ground floor and groundbreaking. And I just kind of like fell right in it. And I get to lead and encourage and just cheer on amazing people. And get this, since March 24th, I have taken 4. You hear? 4. 4 ibuprofen. 4. And I even got rear-ended on April 24th. 1 month later, I got rear-ended. And I still haven't had to take anything. My CBD oil, which I have in my hand because I really need to take it because I normally take it before I go, 1 hour before I go to bed, has been like my best friend. And I go to the chiropractor like once a month now. But it has allowed me to open up and just share. So I get to share. I get to share a lot of fun information. I get to share a lot of fun stories. I get to be excited and be happy and carry on. I know if like y'all, me and being squirrely, I apologize. I don't know that I said what I wanted to say, but I think I said what I wanted to say. I had nothing planned. I just was going to get on here and talk. So, I really appreciate you guys. And I hope that y'all got something out of this. And I hope that maybe somebody was inspired that no matter how crappy everything seems, losing your house, having more debt than you know what to do with, not having a telephone, not having electricity, not having heat, not having a TV, not having new clothes, not having a lot of stuff. I could have taken any of those things, and those could have defined me. All those moments could have defined me. Most people I know, I have so many friends who say, well, I didn't have this as a kid, and I didn't have this. I never will let any of those moments define me. Not in a negative way. Those moments defined me into never giving up. Those moments defined me into working my ass off. To
Look what I got in my Happy Meal.
Oh, awesome.
Are these movie tickets?
I have no idea what they are. I don't know. But those moments, those bad moments, I never let those moments define me. I didn't let them define who I was going to be in the future. I said that wasn't who I was going to be. I wasn't going to be known as any of those things in my future. And I haven't, you guys. And I have taken MLM experiences for me, and I have used them, that we're marking things off our bucket list now.
Mom,
Yes, ma'am?
scan that for me.
I can't scan it. My phone is occupied right now.
Yeah, well, when you're done, scan it, please, because it says enter to win somewhere. And
Okay.
you have to scan
Hey, parent, enter to win. Okay, well, we'll enter to win in just a little bit.
Yeah, you can
Okay.
hold on to that.
Okay, I'll hold on to that.
Don't lose it.
I won't lose
We
it.
need to win.
Okay, we'll win
Move.
something.
No, you can win movie tickets, I think.
Okay.
Toy Story 4.
We got something in a Happy Meal today, so if anybody's seen these, I evidently am now supposed to go scan the QR code and see what we've won. But as I'm like coming full circle again, I didn't let any of those things define me. I am getting to check off items off my bucket list. I am doing things that I never imagined I would get to do. I'm going places I didn't think I would get to go. Hell, look, I have little curls in my hair. I never knew I'd know how to do that either. And I have makeup on. And hey, even though I cried, look. Y'all talk about some bang up mascara? It's not even waterproof. But look at that. Look at that. You guys? My eyeliner didn't go anywhere. My mascara. Look at that. Tears and all. It didn't go anywhere. But all of this, I didn't have to. This didn't come natural. This was not who I was. This is not who I grew up being. It wasn't. But it is me now. You know, I love to smile. I love to laugh. And I want all of y'all to love to do those things too. Because, again, don't let those things define you. Don't let the fear of failure ever stop you. Don't do that. Don't ever do that. Because you are worth way too much to ever let any of that stop you. just know if you have any questions, thoughts, concerns, if you're scared, I'm here. I'm a message away. You can let me know. I'm always here. And maybe I'll tell my story a little bit better one day. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll fill in all those little gaps. Maybe I won't. Because it's in the past. It's okay. But it's not who I am anymore. This is me. See? This is me. And this is what you get. And we're going to be happy. We're going to have fun. And we're going to ride this rocket ship. And we're going to take it to a new level. So, I'm going to get off here. It is way past my bedtime because 4:15 comes super early in the morning. But I appreciate the couple of you that stayed around. I saw you down there a couple of times. But make sure you go up there, press notifications to follow me so that you make sure you never miss me going live again. And if you have any questions, like I said, let me know. But I am super stoked that I did get on here tonight and I did talk to you guys. So, peace out. Much love. And always share, follow, like. Let me know you're here. Hi, Miss Tara. But no more defining, letting the past define who you are. No more. No. No more. We're going to go forward from here. And we're going to be successful. And we're going to be great. We're looking at our past go. We are all going to shine. So I love you guys. And I'm going to go put this thing here to bed because she's still wandering around. So I love you guys. And I will.
Peace. 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 Booyah.
Okay. So. Stop. Stop.
Flashy. Flashy. Flashy.
I'm
Get it. Get it.
I'm putting
Yeah.
her to bed now. So good night. Bye.
Yeah.